Hola, Timothy Phoenix here, and welcome to my blog, which is all about rising from the flames of adversity to create the life of your dreams using law of attraction. I'm here in beautiful Koh Samui, Thailand. Check out that view in the background. How is that to start your morning? It's 8 AM here, morning manifestation time. Just a quick recap on how things are going with the manifestations. Very well indeed. Obviously I've had about 15 to 20 of them now that have come true, most within 24 hours. There's one or two I'm still waiting for. Still waiting for that massage, still waiting for that romantic kiss, but you know, they'll come. Let's move on to today. Today's manifestation is going to be, I'm looking to buy a gift for some people. Now there are some girls out here and a couple of guys as well, mostly girls. They're on a yoga teacher training course at Watercolour, which is the resort I spend a lot of time at, I eat at every day, and I live just over the road from there, and I spend a lot of time with these girls and they've really helped me out on my journey. I have written a blog post about this. I struggled here the first week I came out here, and the second week these girls and two guys arrived, and they were really welcoming, friendly. They helped me settle in a lot, and I've got to know some of them really well, and I would like to buy them all just a little gift, some sweets, chocolates of some sort, and just to let them know that I appreciate them helping me through that difficult period. And you know, with my past experiences with anxiety, which came flooding back the first week that I came out here, they've really helped me to overcome that. So I want to show my appreciation. I want to buy them a little something before, you know, they're going to leave in a few days. So I'm going to be really sad to see them go, but I'd like to give them a little something. Now, the problem with that is I can't really find anything or anything that I can afford to pay for at the minute right here. Cash is a little bit on the light side at the minute, but yeah, I don't really have any transport to get around. It's kind of difficult for me. I'm very busy. Yeah, okay, maybe they're all excuses, I don't know, but I can't find that perfect kind of gift that I can afford to give to them. So I'm trying to manifest this morning. I'm going to sit on this beach very shortly and do my visualization, which is I'm going to see myself with those cakes or sweets, dessert of some sort, at a price which I'm happy with, maybe even free, and I'm gonna see these girls, tucking into them, and the two guys, and yeah, and the pleasure it's going to bring them, but also it's going to bring me. So that's my manifestation for today. I've only got 2 days to get this sorted, because then I'm off to another island, and then their last few days, then they're going to be gone by the time I get back. So this has to be, it's got to happen pretty soon, but I trust the universe. This is my manifestation for the day. I will be back with results as soon as I know them. I'm sure it will come off. I think it will. Hasta luego. Hola, Timothy Phoenix here, and welcome to my blog, which is all about rising from the flames of adversity to create your dream life using the law of attraction. Today I'm doing a video which is replacing a video which I actually lost, which was originally about an amazing manifestation, the most amazing manifestation I've done yet, without a shadow of a doubt, with a wonderful girl called Kristine, who I met on holiday. She's on holiday here in the beautiful island of Koh Samui. This is where I'm filming from, at the Watercolour Yoga Resort. Now you may have seen already a video that I did, an interview that I did with Kristine. That was more about her particular life and her beliefs on the law of attraction. And during and just after that video, this amazing manifestation took place. So I did originally do a video talking about this, but obviously I've lost that one, so I'm doing this as a bit later on, a few days after. So I want to go through it again because it's such an amazing thing that happened. There's another part to this as well. I actually got Kristine to record a video of herself talking, and she does talk about what happened. But I wanted to kind of talk through it from my own point of view as well. So she's there to verify that this actually did happen. So you can see her video. I'll post that up probably after this one now. But yeah, so let's go back to the start. If you haven't seen the original interview with Kristine, I urge you to go and watch that one first. But what happened was, I was just going about my business one day, walked out to a little beach, a private beach near here, and there was one person on this beach. Now, I thought I knew who this person was. I thought she was one of the girls on yoga teacher training, who I'd gotten to know a bit. So I waved to her, and then there's a cat on the beach randomly. So I start petting the cat, and I'm talking to her about the cat at a distance. And after a bit, we continue the conversation. I walk towards her, and all of a sudden I realise it's not who I think it is. Which is weird, because we were having this conversation like we already knew each other. But anyway, it was someone I'd never met before. We got talking. She saw my camera. I saw that I was going to do a bit of videoing. I explained that I have this law of attraction blog, and she tells me she's very much into the law of attraction. And she starts telling me about her life, and she's really into spirit guides. She believes she has spirit guides who she speaks to, and they give her answers to any questions she might be having. So I thought, okay, perfect. I need to get you on my blog. We're going to do a video. She's only here for a couple of days on holiday, so we arranged to do it this afternoon. Then she goes off to sunbathe, I go off, and I'm still on the beach. I do a visualization, a morning manifestation actually, for that day. Now what happens is that I actually tried to manifest, visualized, getting a card and some sweets for the yoga teacher trainers who are just about to leave us in a couple of days. And just as a show of my gratitude, because they've been so kind to me and really helped me settle into island life here. But didn't have much money, certainly couldn't afford to pay for any of the sweets that were around here where I'm staying. It's pretty expensive, and I didn't have much money. Didn't have time to travel out anywhere, didn't have the money to travel out anywhere. We're a bit secluded here. We're kind of outside the two main towns that are a few miles away. So, but anyway, I thought, let's see what the universe can do. I thought it would be a great opportunity to experiment and see what the law of attraction can do. And so, yes, I do that, and then later on I meet up with Kristine again to do the video. It's right here, right where I'm sat right now. We do the video. You can see that's already on the blog. And as we're recording it, a girl who I recognise, I've never spoken to her before, but I recognise her, she's staying on holiday here at the Casa, walks right past us, right round the outside, just behind where I am now, right in the background, and goes and sits just over to my left here. I don't know what she's doing. I thought she was reading a book, maybe. There's beautiful scenery out here. It's a nice place to come and sit. It's nice and quiet. That's why I do my videos here. And so she goes and does that, and we just, she's not disturbing us, we're just continuing with the video. Whoa. Yes, an enormous lizard just leapt out from underneath. Oh, it frightened the life out of me. Oh. Okay, I think I frightened it more than it frightened me. An enormous lizard just flew out from under there. I think it might be scared because there's a huge eagle up here. I think it might be scared off by the eagle, but anyway, it's all going off around here. Okay, I'm going to try and carry on. It was about that big, I'm not joking. Right out from underneath the yoga side that I was sitting in. Okay, it's freaked me out a bit, that. Okay, so, yeah. So, yes, so the girl comes and sits down, this holiday maker, and we're doing we finish up the video, and Kristine gives me her phone. I'm just looking at a few things on her phone, and I see some beautiful watercolour paintings she's done. And I just commented on how nice they were. And she said to me, yeah, she paints, but she'd actually forgotten her paints and brushes. She wanted to come here and paint the scenery at the casa, but she'd left all her equipment at home. So she said that she actually did a kind of a visualization, or put it out into the universe, that she wanted to do that painting while she was here, but she'd forgotten her brushes. And then all of a sudden we look over at this girl who's sat down, and Kristine gets up, goes over to her. I'm wondering what she's doing, and then I see this girl is actually, she has watercolours. She's painting a watercolour of the scenery over here. I kid you not. So I go over, we're both over there, we're talking to this girl, and Kristine asks if she can borrow the paints so she can do some painting, and the girl very kindly says yes, I'll just leave them here, come back collect them later. Amazing. So she's there, her manifestations come true. I mean, that's amazing in itself, but I'm stood there and watching Kristine do this painting, and all of a sudden it dawns on me, this is the card. This is the card that I manifested just a few hours earlier in that morning on the beach. So Kristine, I haven't even mentioned this to Kristine, by the way. I didn't tell her anything about this card. So she just folds it in half, gives it to me. That's the card. It's perfect. On one side, I'll show you this, there are photos of this, and there are photos of Kristine painting it as well. So all the evidence is going to be there on the blog if you want to see it, on my Instagram as well, no doubt. And yeah, I've got this beautiful watercolour painting. It's folded in half. On the other half there's a blank space where I can write my message in. So there you go. I mean, just pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. And yeah, I mean, Kristine's an amazing person anyway, and you'll get to know her a little bit through the interview that I did with her and the video she does of just herself talking to the camera. But I just wanted to come on here and tell you my side of the story and how I felt. And I mean, when it happened, it was just unbelievable. I mean, what are the chances of that happening? I mean, all my manifestations have been coming true within 24 hours anyway, that's true. But this one in particular, just the way it happened, and the girl comes and sits there, and I mean, what are the chances of someone actually coming and painting a watercolour anyway? It's not something you see every day. I've never seen it, I've never seen it here either. And right next to us, just as we're filming, and then Kristine, literally seconds before we even knew she was painting watercolours, I see the watercolours on her phone, and she tells me her story about how she'd left hers at home and wanted to paint, and then bam, the opportunity comes up. Then bam, that's the card, you know. So, I mean, it was a better card than I could have ever bought in any shop, by the way. She's really got a talent for it, so unbelievable. Now, the second part to this is that I wanted to get some sweets for the girl, the yoga teacher trainers as well. That didn't come until the day after. I have actually done a video for that, so you'll probably see that next following on after this. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and it's just an amazing manifestation. And if I didn't believe in the law of attraction before then, actually I did believe in the law of attraction before then, but what I would say now is that I know the law of attraction is real, and that's a big mindset shift to believing it, because you can believe something in hope, but once you know it, and for me, that what happened here just cements that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I always say, you know, you have to experience it yourself to really know the law of attraction is real. And enough stuff has happened here now, you know, and that was so coincidental. For me, it can't just be coincidence. Also, just the fact that it happened with Kristine, who is such a spiritual person, who lives the law of attraction. And also it's really made me believe a little bit more in, okay, maybe there are spirit guides. That's something I'm going to be delving into next. And actually the second part of this manifestation, which was the sweets, delves more into that idea of spirit guides for me. So when you add that onto this one, it's pretty amazing. And not just that as well, there's the fact that every time I saw Kristine, I kept bumping into her randomly around the resort. I don't think we ever arranged to meet up apart from that one time to do the video, but we still kept bumping into each other. And almost every time I saw her, there were these numbers kept coming up. Like, she would look at her phone and it would say 444, so 444. If you know anything about numerology, there are meanings behind these and these synchronizations. But I saw it with her several times. Like, I opened up a book and on the page it was 1717. It was her book, her Chinese book, 1717. At least 3 times she checked her phone and it was 111 or 444. So, I mean, it wasn't really something I believed in before, but when it happens several times in 1 to 2 days with the same person every time, adding all the other stuff as well, you know, you have to wonder. And of course she actually says she thinks she knew me from a previous life. It turns out she actually visualised meeting me before I even got here. She'll talk about that in her video. She said she saw someone with my colour skin, with my shaved head, and this similar body. She said she saw that before she even came here. So, as I say, you add all these things together and you, in this one particular day, it's only been a day, you know, then you have to really start looking at this, even as a skeptic, and say, okay, there's something more going on here. So I'm going to leave it at that now, and the final part of this little series with Kristine, with the sweets, I'm going to tag that on probably at the end of this video or in a separate one, but either way you're going to see it, and it's I hope you'll keep coming back and watching and enjoying it. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to TimothyPhoenix.com, and I'll see you next time. Hasta luego.